What's up, guys? ChasingLamely here, and it's episode 26 of Tipping the Hatters. We got there. So on today's episode, we have got the youth intake update, which I promised you on Friday. We've had a youth intake, and we're going to look through the players. There's going to be no matches this video, so if you've just come for the matches, you can wait till Friday, I guess. But I want to just do a thorough look at the guys who've come in on this year's youth intake. So let's do the intro, and then we will come back with, the youth players, I guess. So here it is, guys. We've had a youth intake. We've got some interesting names like Noam Solomon or Salomon. That's an interesting name. Welsh. Okay. Just curious as to name. Okay, so this is what we've got for the youth intake today. Before we do that, I'll show you what you've missed very quickly. We played no games, so you've missed nothing. Just want to make sure that's the thing. So we've got every reason to be excited by Tommy Bramley, who has the potential for one of the most gifted players to come through the youth ranks at Stockport in recent years. Well, I guess we'll start with him then. This is Tommy Bramley. 4 stars and can play central defender, central midfield, central attack. That's not unimpressive, I'm not going to lie. His best position is central midfielder, I guess. Yeah, central midfielder. He looks decent. Let's see how it goes if we switch to defend, which is how we'd use him. Marking's not great, heading's not great. We need to work on his determination, so we have to get him a tutor. But, he's going to get sent off a lot, isn't he? He's going to get sent off quite a lot. But if we can make him into a footballer, we should be okay. That's what the report says about him. Already suited to Vanarama National. He might go straight into the team, boys. He might literally walk straight into the first team at 15, 16, 16. That's pretty impressive. We do need to work on his determination, so he develops. Anything else? Possibly his work rate too. But we could have a player there, boys. We could have a player. That's exciting. Okay, let's look at the rest of the youth candidates team, and look at those 5 stars. Right, let's look at the first one, Jose Manuel Hervías. Yeah, I did a Spanish pronouncing. Definitely Spanish, from Santa Marta de Ortiguera or something. I tried a Spanish pronunciation, right. So 1.5 star current ability, potentially a 5-star player. Again, another player we need to work on the determination of a little bit, but he can play both as, what's he like as an attacking fullback? Need to work on his crossing a bit maybe. But and his positioning, off the ball, we might make a player of him. You never know. Reports are saying he's already suited to the Vanarama North and South. He's going to sometimes break the rules. That's good. We need more players getting sent off. Very brave. Could improve a lot. Fair amount of pace and considered a physical player. Well, he could be a star. How does he rank in terms of the other? Oh, we've got a lot of right backs. Ishmael Diallo is going to be someone I get rid of. Miles Welch Hayes will be someone I get rid of. Empson's almost certainly someone I get rid of. Harvey White and Hamam Al-Fattori haven't really developed, so he might find his way into the team. Stuart Davis, who, let's see if he's got a second nationality. He doesn't, but he's a local lad. Good. I like him. Plays as a poacher. We like a poacher. It's going to be interesting. He could give Simon Tubic a run for his money. That's interesting. Finishing's decent. Composure's alright. Anticipation's alright. Maybe needs to get a bit quicker, and we're going to have to train that shoots from distance out of him because his long shots are not exactly world class. He's already in the dynamics as an influential player. Interesting. Coach reports selfish player. We can work on that, I think. We need to get him more consistent. Could improve. Fairly professional. Quick. Alright. Again, he's going to have to work his way up, but some of these guys I think are definitely going to get moved on in the summer. Some of them aren't actually out and out strikers at all. Like Clark Oda is a winger, Robert is a midfielder, so is Ball. Murdoch's probably going to go because he keeps whinging. Charman might even go. So he could work his way up. He could do. That's interesting. Okay. We've already got Tommy Bramley. We've got a couple of 4-star potentials there. So Joel Davis. We need to work on him on that left wing because we don't use the attacking left winger. We use the regular left winger, as you know. Good pace. Decent crossing. We can work on that. Again, low determination. I need to figure out how to get more players who are a bit more determined coming through the youth team. Maybe something we can work with. What are we saying in terms of his report? Suited to north-south football, lacks the game intelligence to compete at high levels. A lot of work still on his mentals. But can play in a couple of positions. Fair amount of pace. Probably train him to work in the centre of midfield as well. Where does he rank in our left midfielders? We've got a really big squad. I'm going to really trim this squad down in the summer, boys. I'm not going to lie. As soon as the season ends, I'm going to start trimming the squad down because we've got far too many players at this point. Far too many players. And guys I'd hope would develop like Harvey Moss aren't really coming through. I mean, they're not playing, which isn't helping because they aren't good enough to get in the side. But yeah, we have to do something like that. Noam Solomon. He's a decent looking keeper already, to be honest. I mean, how does he compare to, say, Theo Richardson? Well, slightly better in the air, slightly more eccentric, quicker. He's not a million miles off in terms of shot stopping or physicals. I mean, it says he's 1 star, but that's our best keeper, and he's not a million miles away from being as good as him. Again, another unambitious player. We need to work on that. Consider an aggressive goalkeeper. I think we can develop him, but it's going to take a lot of work. We'll see how he goes. Shaheen Humphreys. Good names coming through. Welshman with no secondary nationality. I'm not going to pronounce that. If anyone speaks Welsh and wants to tell me if that's Blaenau Vestiniog or whatever, leave it phonetically in the comments if you speak Welsh. Okay. So this guy, look at his cons, needs to work on his heading. Must be better at marking. Suited to the north-south, which is expected. Only a 3-star potential there, apparently. Could improve a lot. Works well on a team. Consider a leader. I mean, you can never have too many leaders. Interesting that one coach thinks he's 3.5 and one thinks he's 3-ish. What's stopping him being a better defensive player is heading. Okay, that's good to know. Ola Olu Woodward. That's a brilliant name. There's got to be a second nationality there. There's not. Okay, cool. Winger, again, needs to learn to play that deeper role. Certainly no better as a striker. Let's put on attack so we can see what we're working with. He's got the flair. Needs a lot of work. He might come through, but I'm going to go out and say he probably isn't the guy who's going to break through. And they've got the lower ones. Michael Simpson, who's going to have to learn to play that role because I've got no need for an AMC. And he's going to learn to play ball winning midfielder because I have no need for a Mazzala. Let's see how he stacks up in terms of being a ball winning midfielder. Decent determination, needs to get stronger, needs to learn to tackle. I'm going to call it now, guys, he's not going to make it. We'll keep him around for a bit, but he's not going to make it, is he? I mean, he's the 30th best central midfielder in the squad at the moment. Grant Kearsey on the right wing. Again, better at the attacking than anything. Lacks the flair. Really lacks the determination. It's a big thing, I think, with our youth intake, lacking determination. In terms of the reports, could improve, but so many negatives. So many negatives. Okay, we're getting right into the bottom end now. Jay Rimmer, probably no relation to Arnold. At least he plays the right kind of winger. No flair at all, no determination. He's going to struggle. He's going to struggle hard. Just too many negatives again. It's going to happen a lot from here on down. James Piper. Okay, fullback, naturally a fullback rather than a defensive fullback. That's a good sign. A lot to work on. Again, determination, personality, casual. That doesn't play here. Needs to figure his life out. So many negatives on him. Dean Marshall, what does Dean Marshall look like to us? Centre back, can play either side. Are you particularly good either side? Not really. No ambition, so no determination. Good tackler. I'd like him to be quicker at centre half. Let's see what this says. Lack of determination, one-footed, fairly slow. Definitely must become consistent if he's going to make it here. A few positives like being good in the air, could improve, can play in a few positions, quite physical. Call him a dark horse. Alan Fogg, I'm going to go probably not. Is the right kind of winger though, quick, he's got the flair. You know, he's not got the worst stats. There's 2-star potential, which is interesting. Because, I mean, aside from the crossing and the dribbling, a lot of the things that you consider key in that role are actually alright. Again, just no ambition. There's no ambition coming through here at all. And that's really worrying. Rob Cooper, what does Rob Cooper do? Central midfielder, can he defend? Of course he can't, no heading. But determined, you know, he might turn into someone we can sell on, but I don't think he's going to make it here. If I'm going to be completely honest, needs to work on his crosses, but you know, more positives than negatives. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if he surprises us. You never know. I've been surprised with Tom Thompson. That's a good name. It's one of those Welsh names. Like you always get a Welsh name like David Davis or Robert Roberts or Richard Richards. I know a Richard Richards actually, weirdly. Anyway, good heading and marking and all things nice, but he's not really good at. He's not got a primary role or duty. Like there's nothing he does brilliantly well, which is interesting. Coach is as good as he is bad, really. Is discouraged, no determination. Not going to make it for sure. And Fabian Stevenson, who I'd like to check for second nationality. This one's an Irishman, because like every time you get like a guy who's like half Syrian, half Libyan or something, and they end up playing a few international games, it's just nice to watch that happen. His key role as a poacher, can also play an advanced forward. He's not really any good in midfield. He's not really any good up front, if I'm honest. I'm going to go with probably not going to make it, but at least he wants to try. which is good. It's more consistent. Susceptible to injuries, that's bad at 16. Doesn't get stuck into rough tap challenges. Could be retrained as a left winger, which is interesting for a right-footed player. I don't think I want to retrain him as a left winger somehow. Yeah, probably not going to make it. So yeah, a few names to look at. Tommy Bramley, I think, is probably going straight into the first team. He's certainly going to be on the bench for a bit, because frankly, we need to get him playing first team football yesterday. Be good to have some young blood in. We need to get his determination up a little bit, but that we can work on. He's working fairly hard for this level. His teamwork's good. We might turn him into something. You never know. Stranger things have happened. I try to have a quick look at. I have a feeling it's our head of youth development that determines the determination of players, but his determination is actually fairly good. So I don't know. I don't know if I need to replace Brendan Burke. Do I need to replace Brendan Burke and get someone a bit more determined in there? Let's look at head of youth development. Is there anyone more determined who's as good? Not really. But Sam Fisk is better at spotting talent, I think, but less determination. It's a big switch to make. He wasn't much as a player, was he? I don't know. We'll give that some thought. Let's put him on our shortlist. Let's give him 3 months. We'll make a choice at the end of the season because it's not going to affect us now anyway. We are investing in the youth development and other such things, so we'll see if that comes with any output. All in all, like it's not the worst youth intake in the world. You know, we've got a player who is ready for the first team, presumably. You know, I don't have the editor on. Presumably, he's got some potential long term to turn into something. If I got anyone that's got a better judge of potential maybe than Victor Valdez, I don't think I do. No. So I've got no one that can tell me for certain just how far he could develop. I mean, it says could improve a lot, and if you're looking at him, you'd say he's got to be a League One player, surely. At least a League One player if we can sort his determination out. Might be a thing. We'll definitely work on that. So yeah, that's the episode, guys. We are back on Friday. We will be playing Tranmere in the league. Things are still going fairly well as things stand. If I show you the thing while I'm telling you things are going fairly well. This is how we're going in the competitions at the moment. We're currently sat third. We've got a game in hand and we're 2 points behind the leaders. So if we can win that game in hand, we should be top again. Because that's how maths works. We've got the top scorer, Reece Turner, 33 goals. So yeah, we're back with the Tranmere game. Tranmere are mid-table. Not the challenge to us they were last season. I said we played in the cup last. Anyway, yeah. So we're going to see how things go. We're going to see if we can bring that young lad into the team, and we'll see how things go. So with that, guys, that's the end of the episode. If you look in the links below, you will find there's a new group on Steam, a Steam community for the channel, a Facebook group you can join, the documentary by Peter we got the footage from, there's Patreon and there's Amazon down there for people who've got loads of money to burn, or just want to help a poor starving student starve less. And also, there's a link below to buy FM19 for $29.99. It's a CD keys link. Use the affiliate link, and you will. I think you get a lower price, and they send me money. So you get the game you're gonna buy anyway, and I get helped out a little bit, which would be ideal. That's pretty much all I've got to say. I think. Is it all I've got to say? I think that's all I've got to say. Keep an eye out for the live streams. They're going out on Wednesdays at around 10. They'll be on YouTube, Mixer, and Twitch simultaneously, because I figured out how to simulcast. Winner. Also, keep an eye out. I announced this in the channel news video. There's going to be a podcast coming out, a football podcast, obviously, and you're all very welcome to listen, quite frankly. A friend of mine is going to be joining me. He's a long-time journalist, football journalist, who has done work specifically for a couple of decent-sized clubs too. So he'll be joining me. We will be having lots of talks, lots of laughs. We've known each other for years, so there's going to be a lot of awful, inside, probably slightly adult jokes. Yeah, keep an eye out for that, guys. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this video. Smash the subscribe button if you want to know when things like the podcast, new episodes, and we start the FM19 content in about 2.5 weeks ish. Yeah, so that's it from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure as always to talk to you for a while. Have a good one, guys. See you later.